And here locally, a number of city leaders and health officials say they were shocked to learn a private meeting they had about the coronavirus is now blown wide open in the New York Times. KCTV5's Greg Payne explains what happened.
It all started when a number of local health officials and city leaders were on a phone conference discussing the coronavirus and reopening areas. Well, little did they know on the other end of that phone line was also a New York Times reporter.
I was pretty flabbergasted, I guess would be the word.
Totally surprised, dismayed.
All words used to describe today when several local city leaders found themselves quoted in a New York Times article. According to the article, the reporter was invited to listen in by a person on the call.
I do wonder who felt the need to divulge that conversation.
Kansas City Mayor Quentin Lucas was quoted discussing the reopening of businesses in the city, saying in part, "It's going to be very hard for any of us, either elected or public health officials, to actually kind of pull back and say, well, maybe the tattoo parlors, the gyms, everything does not need to open on day one." Meanwhile, Gladstone Mayor Carol Suiter was quoted talking about trusting businesses. There's no way to enforce this stuff, so you have to have the confidence of the population to voluntarily comply with these rules. We're starting to lose that.
We knew right from the beginning that once we did this, that coming out of this is going to be much more difficult and complicated.
Something the article put on full display, that reopening the municipalities hasn't been easy, but it's a decision all of the leaders are working hard to make, regardless of whether it's opening up in phases on May 3rd, like in Gladstone, or May 15th, like in Kansas City.
Time will tell, I guess, if our approach is correct, but that's kind of how we're going.
All of these decisions are tough. And, I disagree with some of the choices that have been made this week out of Clay and Cass County, but I know that they've got a tough job, too.
Gladstone's mayor tells me an announcement on how they'll start the reopening process will be released very soon. Reporting in Kansas City, I'm Greg Payne for KCTV5 News.